Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've had a fabulous week and today I'm going to be sharing my summer sewing with you. My summer sewing has been particularly successful this time round. I'm not normally a summer dresser and I've always really struggled because I burn and I melt and I like to stay out of the sun, but this time I seem to have cracked it. And the first thing that I want to talk to you about is the top that I'm wearing, and I've made two of these. So I have this black linen one and then one in white that is made from a vintage French tablecloth or sheet. I think it's probably a sheet. Now this is the Mccall's 7900 and I made this before, so you will have seen it before on my channel. But what I've done is I've actually completely recut the pattern using my bespoke bodice blocks, because as much as I love the pattern and I think it's brilliant, and it is based on a very 1940s play set sun top concept, I found that there were lots and lots of fit issues with it for me because I'm quite booby, but I have quite a narrow rib cage. So I just started from scratch and cut it myself, and I'm really pleased with the result. I think this is one of the best, most versatile things that I have made, and I'm definitely going to be making it in autumn and winter versions. So the really good thing about this top is it is fitted, but it gives you good coverage, and you know, so it's quite sort of va-va-voom without being va-va. What else can I say about it? It's high-waisted, so it works really well with high-waisted trousers and skirts. I'm wearing it with my Dita skirt that I showed you how to pattern cut quite a while ago. I will put a card somewhere. I really love this pattern. I think it works in a multitude of fabrics, and I've got lots of print versions. I thought it would be really good to have them in sort of quite basic colours, and really I wear a lot of black, and I thought this one would be lovely and summery. Can also be worn under dresses. And recently I've been wearing this one sort of over strappy dresses as a sort of jacket. So there's a lot of bang for your buck in this. So I really recommend, if you're willing to do quite a bit of tweaking and fitting, then this is a great pattern, and it can be styled up in a very modern way, or as I like to wear it, I like that sort of sweet spot of the late 30s to early 50s, and it seems to work for that kind of dressing as well. Now I seem to fall in love with a pattern and then make myriad versions of it, and I've done the same with this one. This next one is the Florin wrap skirt and dress by Now and Then Patterns, and you can see the line drawings on the back, hopefully. I saw this on Instagram and I had to order it straight away, and the first thing I made was this skirt in this cotton broadcloth. I think it's broadcloth or poplin from Minerva. Pochettes, fabulous pochettes. This is just such a brilliant make. It sews up in absolutely no time, and because it's a wrap skirt, it just fits right out of the packet. The pattern, the instructions, very straightforward, and I think again, this is a really versatile one. I'm kind of thinking about making it for autumn, winter, and you know, out of maybe sort of jacquards or even drapier fabrics. I'd quite like to try it, because this you retain quite a bit of shape because it's a bit more of a structured woven fabric, and it just sort of, you know, t-shirts, it's so versatile. I honestly, I cannot sing its praises enough. Brilliant pattern, and I want to make all the versions, and I very nearly did, and I will show you that one next. I was so pleased with that skirt that I straight away decided to make this sleeveless version, sleeveless sundress version here. And I had fabric that was very kindly gifted by Minerva, which is this very, very pretty ditzy floral. It makes me think of ice cream and sticks of rock and being by the seaside, which is appropriate because that's exactly where I am. And I added the ruffles just to sort of make it a little bit more pretty, shall we say, although actually this is slightly pretty overload for me. Again, has the pockets. Couple of fit issues on this dress though. One, at the centre front at the top it gapes a little bit, and also I think the back panel on me just needs to be ever so slightly shorter. So I will be tweaking that because I really, really love this pattern. You can see me making more versions of this for later in the year in maybe a drapey fabric. I thought it'd be quite interesting to try it in that, or some kind of jacquard, something that holds its shape as well. But you know, you could make quite sort of casual dresses out of this, but then you could also use fancier fabrics and make some spectacular celebratory party type dresses as well. So really, really love this. And once I've made those little tweaks on the pattern, I will be over the moon and probably making a gazillion versions because that's what I do. So you will know that a few weeks ago I released my Greta blouse and dress pattern drafting and sewing guide. So the next couple of makes are, I've used that. The first one is a bit of a hack, and it's out of this vintage fabric that I showed you a little while back. I'll put a card. And what I did was I just made the sleeves wider, so you got this more voluminous balloon sleeve, and I sewed it in a way that I created a frill when I put the elastic in, and rather than putting a drawstring in, I just gathered the neckline and did a bound neckline, which is a little bit, it needed to be a little bit more gathered because it sort of falls a little bit off my shoulders. But this is a really lovely top to wear. It's so cool. This vintage cotton is, or it's a lawn really, is just so gorgeous, and I like the blue. I am trying to wear a little bit more blue, and I've done quite well. There's blue in most of the things that I've made. I'm so pleased with this top. Final make, which is also a Greta dress with the same sleeve adjustments, has to be one of my favourite things that I have ever made ever. So this is my birthday dress, and I made it out of this brilliant Liberty Tana lawn, sea beasties and galleons and ships, and I wore this for my birthday, and it's got the lovely big sleeves, and I styled it up with these very shiny shoes which remind me of Gucci, but they're actually by Clarks, and I bought them in a sale for really not very much money, for about £15. And I went out for my birthday, and my lovely little coven of girlfriends all joined me for a meal and a drink in one of my favourite places in Hastings, and it was just very lovely to be with all of my friends, most of my favourite people in the world, and I felt really fabulous in this dress. So very, very pleased with it, and because it's nice and cool, I've been wearing it around the house and out on hot days. No sunburn because it covers you up, and I didn't make the tie belt with it, which maybe I should have done, but because it was quite sort of blousy here, I felt that it looked a bit better with just a belt. And I'm very lacking in the belt department, so I need to get myself some others. And I think, yeah, very, very happy in my Sea Beastie dress. If you're new here, my name's Tara and I love to talk all things sewing, vintage inspired and DIY style. If that's your cup of tea, I'd love it if you hit the subscribe button and join me for my sewing adventures. And that's it for my summer sewing so far. Thank you for spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed a little look at some of my summer sews, and I'd love to hear what you think about the things that I have made. Your comments are always greatly valued by me. I hope you keep safe and well wherever you are in the world, and remember, we can make the world a better place one stitch at a time. I'll see you next time, my lovelies. Bye.